Good morning, my friends. It is a gray, cloudy day. And I am on my way in to open up the shop. I have decided to open up the back window back here. Hopefully that won't mess with the audio too much on this. And we're gonna go in, open up the shop, and begin the day, I suppose. Yesterday it was bright, sunshiny, beautiful, warm. Later on in the day the clouds started to move in, but it was still really warm. Nice little breeze though. Can't complain about that. Just all in all, a lovely day. Today is going to be gray and rainy. Looks like the local motels are pretty well packed up. Nice. It's nice now that nobody's scared of that COVID garbage. And, you know, tourism is pretty well back up on step. That's real nice because this town really needed it, man. We basically survive off of tourism, if you want the truth. That's why the last 3 years broke a lot of our businesses here. Really need to have tourism back up in full swing, and this year it looks like it's pretty daggum close to being back to full swing. That's good. That's very good. This town desperately needed it, and the people in it needed it. In here. Now I can lower my window. Don't have much time. Oh well, that's okay. There we go. Little housekeeping. Once again, I'm rolling with Prince Albert. I should have the rest of my codger blends that I ordered coming in today. That'll be fantastic. I have really been waiting for that because all of the codger blends that I have tried outside of one, I have really enjoyed. So I ordered a bunch more, and my next order is going to have some more velvet, but I ordered a can. Hopefully the can will have better flavor than the pouch. That's what I'm hoping. But rolling with my beautiful Star Meerschaum. I love that bit. Oh my goodness, look at the stem on this. I love it. It's just wow. But yeah, it's actually starting to really color up real nice. And I love the idea. I love the fact that these meerschaum pipes are literally a reflection of the individual who is smoking. Okay, because I mean, and I've heard a lot of stuff about, oh, you need to wear white gloves, you need to this, you need to that whenever you're smoking a meerschaum, or it'll mess up the outside. I really don't care personally, because I wanted a pipe that would be a direct reflection of me and how I smoke, what I smoke, the kind of person I am. And that's why the idea of a meerschaum pipe really intrigued me when I first started looking into it. Admittedly, a meerschaum is a bit different than I had expected, but not in a bad way, because I didn't really have any ideas that were concrete in my mind when I made the purchase. Just generalized ideas. And some of those generalized ideas were dead wrong. And that's okay. Oh, talk too much. All right. Gonna have to go in and open up here right quick. Or at least kick on the machine and let it warm up, right? I really need to put that on a timer. Anyway. Yeah, quite a few people I found have started to get a little upset. About the fact that I'm kind of going back to what I used to be. You know, I allowed myself to get lost for a little while. I did that on purpose, by the way. But coming back, you know, so to speak, finding myself again, which is the wrong terminology, but it's the one everybody seems to use. More like rediscovering and getting back to my roots. Which is not necessarily a nice person most of the time. You know, when I'm not working. I find a lot of people are starting to realize that that's what I'm doing, and they're a little concerned. Because I was not known for putting up with stupid shit. And I called people out on their bullshit most of the time. And if I didn't call them out on it, I kept it in mind for any future dealings with that individual. So I knew not to trust them. So, as a direct result, people really found it difficult to, screw me over. I allowed myself to kind of get out of that and kind of get lost uh, about close to 6 years ago, trying to become something completely new and different. And I discovered over the course of a few years, and I really came to the realization about 7 months ago, that I did not like the person that I had become. Went completely against everything that I thought. Everything that I always have felt like a man should be. So, I decided, screw this, I'm getting back to my roots. And I have a lot of people ask me if I'm a cowboy. Basically, they're referring to a dime store cowboy. No, I'm a woodsman. There's a difference. I can head out through the brush here in Alaska. Maybe not anywhere else, but at least here in Alaska. I can head out through the brush and I can spend 2 weeks out there with very little preparation and I can be just fine. I know how to hunt. I know how to survive. I'm a woodsman. I'm not a cowboy. That being said, I grew up on John Wayne. So that too is a part of who I am. Thus, But yeah, so if you try to do that, if you try to morph and become what I feel is something better, which was what I originally was, you do get pushback. And when you get that pushback, do not stop. Okay? Let them be upset, because their being upset is a direct reflection of them, not of you. And that's the fact. Okay? If you're trying to become somebody who cannot be fooled nearly as easy, and you get pushback, then that tells you that those are the people who are trying to fool you in the first place. Oops. Be who you are. If you feel like you need to make a change in your life, regardless of how much you feel you have to change to become that, then do it. And as you're changing, if it continues to feel right, keep going. If that means you're going from soft to extremely hard, well, then that's the part you need to play for the moment. And if that changes in the future, that's okay. You do not have to maintain the same avatar throughout your entire life. I was extremely unhappy with the person that I had become. So in my mind, I had to reset back to zero and then begin to figure it out again. And the more I reset and get closer to that 0 point, the more I realize that's still the person I need to be. Outside of cigarette smoking, I'm not doing that again, guys. Forget it. Nope. But a pipe? Yeah, pipe or two a day is pretty good. But for my main nicotine, still use Swedish Snus. Works the best for me. Well, I best open up the shop, everybody. So I will talk to y'all later. Don't forget, don't lose yourself. If who you are feels wrong, backstep to when it felt right, and then begin to grow again. It's okay. You're not backsliding. You're simply resetting to the last place that felt right and grow again from there. That's it. Don't think it's going to happen overnight, though. It takes a while to get back to that. Because when you fall back, you're falling back to the same mindset you had at the same time. Go until it feels right. And then you can decide from there how you want to grow and what kind of a person you want to grow into. You're not backsliding, you're resetting. So don't worry. It's okay. Take care, y'all. I'm out.